Welcome back to Venture Vibes. Today, we're diving into something extraordinary, a silent revolution that most of the world is missing. While global attention often sways toward the economic giants of China, Japan, and South Korea, there's one country that's quietly rewriting its future and slowly becoming one of Asia's most influential rising stars, Malaysia. In 2025, Malaysia isn't shouting for attention, it doesn't need to. Its actions, progress, and vision are speaking volumes. From economic reforms to social stability, regional diplomacy to green development, Malaysia is on a calculated trajectory that's catching the eyes of investors, travelers, and policy experts worldwide. Let's begin with the economic momentum. Malaysia's economy in 2025 has outperformed expectations. After facing pandemic setbacks like the rest of the world, Malaysia bounced back faster than predicted. As per Bank Negara Malaysia's latest projections, GDP growth for 2025 is expected to hit 4.8%, driven by strong domestic demand, booming exports, and a flourishing digital economy. But it's not just numbers. The ringgit is stabilizing, inflation is under control at around 2.5%, and the unemployment rate has fallen below 3.2%, which is impressive for a post-pandemic Southeast Asian nation. Government policies focused on inclusive growth are directly benefiting the middle class and micro-businesses. The Madani Economy Framework, launched by Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, is delivering results, balancing sustainability with progress. Malaysia is now positioning itself as a tech and manufacturing hub in Asia. In 2025, foreign investment has surged, especially from the US, Japan, and Germany. Tesla has expanded its Southeast Asian operations in Selangor, while Intel and Infineon are scaling up chip production in Penang. Malaysia is now seen as a strategic alternative to China for advanced manufacturing, particularly in semiconductors and EVs. Now, let's talk about infrastructure and connectivity. The newly launched MRT 3-circle line in the Klang Valley is transforming urban mobility, reducing congestion, and connecting underserved neighborhoods. The East Coast Rail link is progressing steadily and expected to significantly cut travel time between the west and east coasts, creating new economic corridors. Meanwhile, Malaysia's 5G rollout is among the fastest in ASEAN. As of 2025, over 90% population coverage has been achieved under the Digital Nasional Berhad initiative. This leap in connectivity is already improving education access, enabling smart city developments, and creating thousands of jobs in tech and digital services. In the tourism sector, Malaysia is roaring back with full force. In the first half of 2025, it welcomed more than 10 million international tourists, with a record number coming from China, India, Australia, and the Middle East. The Visit Malaysia 2026 campaign is already being promoted aggressively. But what truly sets Malaysia apart in 2025 is its multicultural harmony and regional diplomacy. In a time where many nations are struggling with internal division, Malaysia continues to thrive on its diversity. The peaceful coexistence of Malays, Chinese, Indians, and indigenous peoples has become a soft power advantage. The government has actively promoted interfaith dialogues and cultural unity campaigns in schools and media, and Malaysia is now being cited in UN case studies as a model for multicultural coexistence. Regionally, Malaysia is also stepping up. Under Foreign Minister Mohammed Hassan, Malaysia is playing a more active diplomatic role in ASEAN. It's mediating talks between Myanmar factions, deepening defense cooperation with Indonesia and the Philippines, and boosting maritime security in the South China Sea, all while maintaining a neutral, peace-first approach that's respected by both the West and China. Then there's the green transition. Malaysia is now aiming to be carbon neutral by 2050, and in 2025, it's making bold steps. The government has introduced new green tax incentives and a national EV roadmap that includes over 10,000 EV charging stations by the end of this year. Solar farms in Perlis, hydro projects in Sarawak, and wind energy tests in Sabah are gaining traction, making Malaysia one of the most environmentally progressive countries in Southeast Asia. Agriculture and food security are also undergoing transformation. Malaysia is becoming a food tech leader with vertical farming, smart irrigation systems, and AI-driven agri-tech startups flourishing in places like Johor and Perak. This push is reducing import dependency and making Malaysian products more competitive in the region. Let's not ignore education and innovation. Malaysia in 2025 is seeing the rise of homegrown talent in AI, robotics, and fintech. Cyberjaya is transforming into a smart city hub, and local universities like and USM are collaborating with MIT and Oxford for joint research in bioengineering and quantum computing. The government has increased funding for R&D to 1.5% of GDP, one of the highest in ASEAN. English proficiency is also improving, making Malaysia a preferred destination for international students. Over 180,000 foreign students are currently studying in Malaysia, many from Africa, the Middle East, Central Asia, and now increasingly from Europe. When it comes to safety and quality of life, Malaysia is among the best. In 2025, Kuala Lumpur ranks among the top 5 safest cities in Asia according to the Global Peace Index. Health infrastructure continues to strengthen, and the Malaysia Healthcare Travel Council reports a 30% surge in medical tourism, especially from Gulf nations and East Asia. Retirees and digital nomads are flocking to Malaysia under the Malaysia My Second Home, MM2H, and DE Rantau Nomad Pass schemes. Why? Because Malaysia offers affordability, modern amenities, great internet, delicious food, and a peaceful life without the Western cost of living. Perhaps the most underappreciated strength of Malaysia is its cultural confidence. In 2025, young Malaysians are increasingly proud of their identity. There's a new wave of local films, fashion, literature, and music that's reshaping the cultural landscape. Platforms like Netflix and Amazon Prime are investing in Malaysian content, with local creators gaining global traction. This cultural awakening is giving Malaysia a stronger global identity, one rooted in its traditions, yet modern and forward-looking. So what does all this mean? Malaysia isn't taking over Asia in the way of empires or economies of scale, it's doing something smarter. It's becoming Asia's quiet powerhouse, with influence that grows not through dominance, but through consistency, stability, and progress. It doesn't seek to be feared, it wants to be respected. And in 2025, that respect is exactly what it's earning. As the global spotlight slowly starts to shift towards Southeast Asia, Malaysia is standing tall, not at the center of controversy, but at the heart of possibility. It's time the world noticed. Thanks for watching Venture Vibes. If you found this journey into Malaysia's rise fascinating, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We've got more powerful stories from around the globe coming up, and trust us, you won't want to miss what's next. See you in the next one.